3 seconds to find a potion. 2 seconds for a whetstone. 4 seconds scrolling past. Shit, you don't need to reach the trank bombs you do. That's 9 seconds on one sequence. Now multiply that across an entire hunt. My fellow hunter, you're not fighting the monster. You're fighting your radial menu. And while you're fumbling through items, that monster just repositioned, charged, or hit you because your attention was on the wrong screen. Elite hunters don't waste these seconds. And after this video, neither will you. Here's what most hunters don't understand about the radial menu in Wilds. You have 8 customizable wheels. 8. Most of you are using maybe 2 of them because the game hands you a default setup and you never questioned it. That default setup, optimal health recovery, optimal status recovery, sounds intelligent. It's not. That optimal function makes assumptions about what you need. Sometimes it's right. Often it's wrong. And every time you need something specific instead of what it chose, you're back to menu diving while a monster is actively trying to kill you. Back in my PS2 Hunter days with the original Monster Hunter, all we had was the item bar and rigorously mashing shoulder buttons to access it. Then mashing square to scroll left or circle to scroll right through every single item in our pouch mid-hunt. You don't understand the frustration that was. Now we're blessed with 8 customizable wheels that give you instant access to any item you need. And most hunters are wasting that gift by never setting them up properly. Most hunters don't even know they can rename their wheels, add identifying emblems to them, customize their sticker text to whatever they want, or that holding down the button auto-crafts items continuously. If you didn't know those 4 things, this video is about to change your entire hunting experience. Before we build your setup, you need to understand what you're working with. Each wheel holds up to 12 items or actions. You access them using D-pad on console or F1 through F8 on PC. You can switch between them mid-hunt instantly. Most hunters use maybe 2 wheels and wonder why they're constantly scrolling. You should be dedicating entire wheels to specific purposes. 1 wheel for healing, 1 wheel for crafting, 1 wheel for communication, 1 for combat tools. That's how veterans organize, by function, not by cramming everything onto 1 wheel. And here's the feature most hunters never discover. You can add an emblem to each wheel, a visual identifier. So when you switch wheels mid-combat, you instantly recognize which wheel you're on without reading text. You can also rename each wheel: healing, crafting, capture. Clear labels that tell you exactly what you're accessing. Now the most important mechanic: when you add crafting recipes to your radial menu, you can choose 1 by 1 which crafts a single item, or all which crafts the maximum amount based on materials you have. I recommend all. It'll craft as many as possible with the materials in your pouch. This transforms your radial menu from an item selector into a mid-combat manufacturing station. And one more feature most hunters miss: you can customize your sticker text. Go to Communication tab, Stickers, select any sticker, press triangle, PlayStation, or Y, Xbox, edit text. You can write whatever you want on most stickers. Mounting, get ready. Sleeping, place bombs. Custom communication, that actually helps your team instead of generic defaults. One more critical detail: radial menu loadouts are separate from item pouch loadouts. You save them independently. That means you need to manually load the radial menu setup you want for each hunt. It won't auto-load with your item pouch. Here's the exact 8-wheel setup I'm giving you. Copy this structure, adjust the specific items to your playstyle, but follow the organizational logic. Wheel 1, primary healing. This is your emergency wheel. Your I need health right now wheel. Slot 1, top, mega potion. Slot 2, right, max potion. Slot 3, bottom, ancient potion. Slot 4, left, life powder for multiplayer. Remaining slots: herbal medicine, immunizer, dust of life, or whatever secondary heals you use. Add an emblem to this wheel. Pick something that screams healing to you. Name it healing or emergency. Whatever makes sense when you're mid-combat and need health. Wheel 2, crafting, your portable manufacturing station. When you add crafting recipes to this wheel, you'll choose between 1x1 crafts single item or all crafts maximum with available materials. Always choose all. It'll craft as many as you possibly can with what you're carrying. Mega potion crafting, max potion crafting, any other consumables you burn through, coating crafting for bow users, ammo crafting for gunners. Pro hunter tip, you can also craft directly from your healing wheel. For example, if you're on wheel 1 with 0 mega potions, but you have the materials, hold the button on the mega potion slots and it'll craft them. But having this dedicated crafting wheel keeps everything organized and prevents accidental crafting when you meant to use an item. Emblem this wheel with something that represents crafting or materials. Name it crafting. Wheel 3, combat tools. Everything you need for damage and utility. Whetstone. Slot this where your muscle memory expects it. Flash pods, dung pods, barrel bombs for wake-ups, mantles if you use them, Farcaster for emergency escapes. This wheel is for attacking and controlling the hunt, not surviving it. That's wheel 1's job. Name it combat or tools. Wheel 4, capture. Dedicated capture wheel for items and crafting. Trank bombs, easy access position. Shock trap, pitfall trap, trank bomb crafting. Shock trap crafting, pitfall trap crafting. When a monster limps, you switch to this wheel and everything you need, both items and the ability to craft more if you run out, is right there. No scrolling, no searching. Name it capture. Wheel 5, buffs or weapon specific. This wheel is flexible based on your playstyle. If you're a hunter who uses stat buffs, dedicate this wheel to demon drug, armor skin, might, seed, adamant seed, dash juice. This wheel gets loaded at hunt start, used once, then you switch away. You're not accessing this mid-combat. Or, if you don't use buffs, make this your weapon-specific wheel. Bowgun users can dedicate this to ammo types and ammo crafting. Bow users can organize their coating applications here. Name it buffs or weapon, or skip this wheel entirely if neither applies to you. Wheel 6, communication. Multiplayer hunters, this is your coordination wheel. Stickers, nice, thanks, sorry, help. Custom stickers with your text. Remember, you can edit any sticker text through communication tab. Stickers, triangle/Y, edit text. Write exactly what your team needs to hear. Custom shoutouts, monster sleeping, place bombs, trapping now, slay, don't capture, gestures if you use them. Make your communication actually useful instead of relying on generic defaults. Your team will thank you for clear callouts. Solo hunters can skip this wheel or repurpose it. Name it comms or team. Wheel 7, multiplayer support, dedicated to helping your fellow hunters survive. This is your support, your team wheel, with items that benefit others. Life powder heals nearby hunters. Dust of life, strong heal for nearby hunters. Ancient potion, your emergency full heal that maximizes health and stamina gauges. Flash pods to save teammates from charges or pins. Dung pods to split multi-monster fights. Demon powder, attack buff for team. Armor powder, defense buff for team. If you play solo, skip this wheel. If you play multiplayer, this wheel turns you into the hunter everyone wants on their team. Name it support or team help. Wheel 8, monster, specific. Keep this empty until you need it. When you're hunting a specific monster that requires specialized items, build a dedicated wheel. Flying monster, giving you hell. Wheel 8 becomes your anti-air setup with flash pods in prime positions. Poison heavy monster. Wheel 8 gets antidotes in cardinal positions. Status heavy monster, load up nullberries and status cleaners. This wheel is your flexibility, your adaptation to specific hunts that need specialized tools. Only build this when you need it. Otherwise, leave it empty. From the main menu, start, items and equipment tab. Far left, customize radial menu. Or from a tent during a hunt, item menu, customize radial menu. Fourth option down, you'll see tabs labeled F1 through F8, or different indicators on console. Each tab is a wheel. Select wheel 1. You'll see 12 slot positions arranged in a circle. Click any position. You'll get a full list of items, tools, crafting recipes, and actions you can assign. Navigate through the categories using shoulder buttons. Find your mega potion. Register it to the top slot. Continue filling slots following the blueprint I gave you. Once wheel 1 is complete, press the button for manage loadouts. Check bottom of screen for the specific button. Select an empty loadout slot. Press register loadout. This saves your wheel. Now press use loadout to make it active. Before you exit, press the sub-menu button. You'll see options to rename the loadout. Do this. Call it healing or wheel 1 healing. Set an emblem. Pick an icon that visually represents healing to you. Repeat this process for wheels 2 through 8. Yes, this takes time up front. 15 minutes, maybe 20 if you're meticulous. That's the investment required to save hundreds of hours of wasted seconds across your entire time with Wilds. Here's your challenge. Hunt any monster with your current setup. Count every time you fumble for an item. Count every time you scroll past what you don't need. Count every second you spend with your attention on the menu instead of the monster. Now rebuild your radial menus using the blueprint I just gave you. Same monster, same gear. If you don't save at minimum 20 seconds total across the entire hunt, you didn't build it right. But most of you, you're going to save a full minute or more across that hunt. 20, 30, maybe 40 different times you accessed items faster. 3 seconds here, 2 seconds there. It compounds. And that's muscle memory. That transfers to every future hunt. That's a minute per hunt you're attacking. Positioning, reading tells winning. Your radial menu is not optional. It's not a convenience feature. It's a core hunting system that separates hunters who struggle from hunters who dominate. 8 wheels, dedicated purposes, emblems for recognition, names for clarity, crafting on hold, custom sticker text. That's the foundation of efficiency. Stop fighting your menu. Build it once, build it right, and watch every hunt get faster while you take less damage because your attention stays where it belongs. On the monster trying to cart you. If you're finally ready to stop wasting seconds every hunt, carve that like button and let's get this to more hunters who need to fix their radial menu. And if you're hungry for more Monster Hunter Wilds content, hungrier than a Devil Joe, consider subscribing. I let my subscribers vote on what I create next, and I drop new Wilds videos like this weekly, my fellow hunter. Quest cleared. This is the InZane Hunter. Now get out there and fix your radial menu before you waste another second.